Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I am bringing you another one of my brand review videos because I know lots of you have really been enjoying these. So today the brand of discussion is indeed Warehouse, and Warehouse have kindly sponsored today's video, so massive thank you to the Warehouse team. Now, Warehouse is a brand that I have been shopping with, I would say, for about 12 years. I was 22 when I got my first fashion retail job, so I was working in a shopping centre or a mall for you guys over in America. And I think that is when I kind of really started to get into fashion. I would nip out on my lunch break and I would be in this store, that store, and there was Warehouse. And I very quickly came to love the whole aesthetic of Warehouse and the type of customer that Warehouse I think aims at. It's a very chic, modern woman, and I just really appreciated the pieces that they make. And 12 years later, I very much still do. So my first item is this rather delightful plaid or checked, whatever you would like to call it, blazer coat hybrid. So we've got a bloat here. If you've got no idea what a bloat is and no idea what I'm talking about, you need to head over and watch my recent blazers video because that will explain everything. Now, what I love most about this is the colour scheme. I am digging this. We've got 3 different variations of brown in here. We've got a camel, we've got a chestnut, and we've got a nice deep woody brown, and then there's also a little touch of navy in there as well, which runs throughout the check. And I just think these colours, they're very autumnal. They would be a welcome addition to anyone's wardrobe. And also just the style of this particular piece of outerwear I think is incredibly versatile. So whether you are someone that perhaps works in an office environment, which is one thing that I think Warehouse is really good at doing, sort of workwear, really chic for the modern woman, this is something that you're going to be able to dress up, but it's also going to be something that you can pair down as well. So teaming it with some jeans, a pair of trainers perhaps, and then a lightweight knit underneath. Plaid is also a trend which re-emerges every single autumn winter season, so it's not going to be something that literally will last you one season alone. It's going to be something you can pop into storage and whip out year after year. Now on to item number 2, and I just think you can't really get more autumnal than this. It is again another checked / plaid design, which you guys know I'm a lover of the checks. It's very much my kind of aesthetic. And this is a beautiful sort of brushed fabric, which I think is always nice to add a little touch of texture into your autumn winter wardrobe, just because if there's a season you could add texture, it is definitely autumn winter. So it's got a bit of a lumberjack vibe to it with this plaid and this very sort of oversized shirt kind of design. Now I've actually upsized in this one so that it would be really oversized, really slouchy, and so that I could layer a big chunky knit under here as well. And I just think that these colours are absolutely beautiful for this time of year. Moving on to a little bit of knitwear, and I think this is another thing that Warehouse is really good at and something which I really appreciate, and that is adding a little nod to a trend but adding it to really classic pieces. So one of the colours of this season is green. And I think what they've done here is not get too carried away, because why do we need to? We all love a good basic, a good classic. And this is essentially a very basic sweater. A pretty sort of medium knit, I would say, but just something that you can layer under your blazers or your coat blazer hybrids. Just something that's going to bring in a little touch of that colour, a little touch of that trend, but also not something which is going to last you one season. This is also one of those colours which is incredibly easy for anyone to pull off. So it suits pretty much any skin tone, any hair colour, and it's a great way to inject a bit of a current trend into your existing autumn winter wardrobe. Next up, I have some denim to show you guys, and I've spoken about Warehouse denim before. It is one of my favourites on the high street. So here I've got a pair of black cropped kick flare jeans. Try saying that 10 times fast. And they are a really nice structured denim. It's the sort of denim that I always refer to as being proper denim. It's a really nice feel, but there's also a slight touch of stretch in there as well, so that it makes them comfortable and wearable for day to day. Now the cropped kick flare shape is actually really flattering. It's something that you can pair with some ankle boots or trainers or a pair of court shoes if you want to dress them up a little bit. They also have a high waist, which makes them incredibly flattering. I'm probably going to wear these with a lightweight knit, which is my standard sort of everyday autumn uniform, and then a blazer layered over the top for when I head out, and I'll probably style it up a little bit just to elevate the look with a pair of court shoes. Now if we're talking trends, one trend in particular that Warehouse I just think has excelled at this season, and it's the retro trend. This dress, I mean, you can't get any more retro than this. It's beautiful. We've got autumnal colours here. We've got this very retro sort of floral print, which is beautiful. I feel like my gran might have had something in this kind of print, and I love that nod to the 60s and 70s era. So as this dress makes quite a statement on its own because of the bold print, I would really pair this back with the rest of the outfit. So I would team this with a pair of black knee-high boots and then a very basic black piece of outerwear, so something like a blazer or a coat. And then in winter there would be nothing to stop you adding on a pair of tights and then perhaps a black roll neck underneath, so that you've got a few more layers on to keep you nice and warm. Now for my next item, in keeping with prints and the retro vibe, I've got this gorgeous printed blouse, which is in black, and it's not an in-your-face yellow, it's a very toned back, like golden yellow, almost like an ochre. And I actually think, although I would wear this casually with jeans, because that's what I wear with everything, and because I don't work in an office environment, I do actually think this would be a really nice autumny addition to a workwear wardrobe, paired with some black tailored trousers or even a black pencil skirt and some court shoes. I think this would just be add a little welcome pop of colour and a bit of print to your office wear. Now I have another blouse here which actually runs along a very similar kind of line, and I think this again would be a really nice addition to a workwear wardrobe. You could tuck this into a pair of tailored trousers, again with some court shoes or ankle boots depending on whatever you prefer, and it adds a little bit of a feminine touch but also a little bit of texture because we've got this gathered detail along the front and all this ruffle detail just down here on the cuffs and on the shoulders and around the collar line. And although this print is also a nod to the retro trend, I actually think that it's incredibly wearable. So if perhaps one of the more brighter, bolder, colourful prints is not for you, something a little bit more subtle like this would definitely be good to integrate into your wardrobe. Now, my last item from the new in section is this rather beautiful tan suede skirt. It's genuine suede, also comes in black, and as you can see there is a rather large nod to the retro 60s and 70s trend here. It's A-lined, we've got the patch pocket, and it is a mini style. I'd like to just say though, it's not too mini. I know I'm 5'9", but it's not too mini. I would say it's the perfect mini length. And actually a skirt like this is incredibly versatile. I would more than likely style it with all black, just because black and tan is one of my all-time favourite colour combinations. I'd probably go for some knee-high boots again to add a little bit more of an extra retro vibe, and then a really big oversized slouchy black knit. Right, so that's it for my new in section. Now I've got some of my old faves which I have dug out of my storage tubs whilst I've been doing my autumn winter wardrobe changeover, and I've picked just a few of my favourites. They are outerwear, just because outerwear is something which I wear a lot, and that's why I have so much outerwear, which I think I need to hold my hands up and say I do have a lot of outerwear. So this blazer, it's actually a bloat blazer coat hybrid, I featured in my recent blazer video, and this one I got last year. What drew me into this is that because unlike a lot of houndstooth blazers, this actually has a little touch of blue that runs through it, and I am a sucker for all things navy. And you know what? I would say this is one of the most wearable blazers that I have because it goes with blue denim, it goes with black denim, it goes with smart trousers because you could dress this up, you can dress it down, and it's also incredibly wearable, especially for this time of year because it is a slightly thicker blazer, so it's really going to keep you warm. And I just think that Warehouse is good at outerwear. They're so good, which is why I have picked outerwear as my old faves. Now I have another, I suppose this would also be a blazer coat, and I think you can all tell what drew me into buying this last year, and it is of course the colour. Sorry, there's probably numerous dog hairs on this, but I love the chunky buttons on this. The colour of it is just beautiful, so suitable for this time of year when all the leaves are falling. And again, it's another colour which I just think goes with any number of denim. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, it can be casual, it can be not so casual. And there's just something about this that makes me always feel like I'm just a little bit more put together. Like as soon as I throw this on, even if I have just jeans and trainers on, it makes me feel just a little bit more chic. Right, now my last item, I just want to say that even though this is old, this is something that again Warehouse is really good at. Season after season they will bring out, I suppose, core classics, wardrobe staples if you will, really good pieces to have in your wardrobe. And this single-breasted coat is something that they bring out every single autumn winter season. They might change the design ever so slightly, but they have one very similar to this out this season, and they always bring them out in really wearable colours and also very classic and very elegant colours. So camel, black, all of those basics which I just think integrate into your current wardrobe really well. And a sharp tailored coat like this is just something that I think every woman needs in their wardrobe, whether it's workwear, non-workwear, whatever. Right everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm sad it's come to an end, but I must bid you all farewell, and if you have any questions, as always, please do leave them down in the comments section below, and I will catch you in the next video, which will be on Wednesday. So I'll see you then. Bye. No, will it be on Wednesday? Yes, it will be on Wednesday.